Is it safe to vaping? What is vaping? Vaping has been a new rage these days. Vaping became a so-called alternative to smoking. Like smoking, one would inhale the nicotine; with vaping a person is still inhaling, though it is an aerosol, a warm liquid packed full of nicotine, providing the same results of a cigarette without the smoke. The e-cigarette or vape pen is battery operated and has different cartridges. These cartridges contain not only nicotine but flavors, chemicals; some contain THC and CBD oil. Vaping has taken over teens and young adults like a tornado since these products have not been regulated until now. What are the downfalls of vaping? Vaping can cause not only death but lung cancer, brain issues, heart issues, along with cancerous tumors. The symptoms are coughing, shortness of breath, chest pain, nausea, vomiting, weight loss, fever, and tiredness. Vaping is not a good alternative to quit smoking. Some say that vaping is still safer than smoking, though if one steps back and evaluate, it is the same, just delivered in a different package. Here is an analogy. You have two cars, the same manufacturer. Toyota and Acura. They are the same vehicle. The Acura has a little bit fancier buttons and extras. It is no different from smoking and vaping. The effect is the same, just with fancier buttons and extras. Nicotine is still addictive and is still getting into your system just like regular smoking. Quality control on vaping is literally non-existent. Therefore, the amount of the nicotine dose a person is truly receiving and what other chemicals are being administered while vaping is a whole different avenue. The standards for vape companies has not been made, until now. Quality control standards need to be put into place for the public's sake. Vaping in public is not safe. Nicotine is still being spread outside to others that didn't choose to use vape pens. The nicotine factor is still present, and the issue of second-hand vaping chemicals puts a lot of people at risk. Vaping is not made with water vapors. This is a misconception. Vaping is made with aerosol chemical vapors and small particles that are inhaled. Long-term effects of vaping have been unknown, until now. Statewide outbreak of respiratory illnesses due to vaping 2019. The states that were affected by respiratory illness are Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Indiana, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, North Dakota, Nebraska, New Jersey, New Mexico, Nevada, New York, Ohio, Oregon, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Washington, Wisconsin, West Virginia, U.S. Virgin Island. The Federal Drug Administration and the Center for Disease Control have reported over 450 individuals for possible respiratory illness, though confirmed cases of the respiratory illness have been reduced to 380 confirmed individuals cases as of September 11, 2019. Respiratory illnesses are due to vaping. The 380 confirmed individuals with the respiratory illness have a history using e-cigarettes or vaping. The actual product, chemical and amount of which product have not been determined. The investigation is still ongoing at this time. Both the FDA.gov and the CDC.gov have reported 6 deaths were in the following states: California, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Minnesota, and Oregon. The deaths have not been linked solely to the use of the THC vaping products, that are said to be the street vaping marijuana. The Federal Drug Administration states that vitamin E has been found within the vaping THC product, though still investigating to see if that is the cause of the multiple respiratory illnesses. Through their ongoing investigation, the respiratory illness is not subject to just one product such as the THC vaping products. The THC vaping products have been reported mostly by the individuals that have contracted the respiratory illnesses along with nicotine vaping products. Hence, other products seem to also have a play in this respiratory illness breakout. The Center for Disease Control is assisting the Federal Drug Administration in finding out how many products are actually involved. Respiratory illness symptoms. These individuals or cases have experienced the following symptoms: breathing difficulty, shortness of breath, chest pain, mild to moderate gastrointestinal illness, vomiting, diarrhea, fever, fatigue. Patients have reported that symptoms have occurred a few days later. What are the vaping regulations in 2019? The Trump administration is eagerly pushing forth its regulation of flavored e-cigarettes, and the FDA has begun to write the policy and will come into effect within the coming weeks. The policy is said to make it non-existent to market flavored e-cigarettes altogether. The other factors of the policy have not been revealed. This past June 2019, e-cigarettes have been classified as tobacco in some states. The youth can no longer purchase e-cigarettes, and June 2019 the age to purchase is different from state to state, though the youngest age is at the legal age of 18. Some states require 19 years of age, while others opt to have 21 be the legal age to purchase e-cigarettes. This went into effect in June 2019. Is it safe to vaping? The answer is no. Vaping is so new and it is now being seen how dangerous it is. One may not feel the effects of the damage being down while vaping, and sometimes it can be too late. Therefore it is imperative to stop e-cigarettes and vaping products. The Center for Disease Control is warning individuals to not purchase any vaping or e-cigarettes that contain the THC, and not to purchase off the street, nor alter the e-cigarettes or the vaping products. Conclusion: vaping is very dangerous. Your health and wellness are invaluable. Therefore, begin taking care of yourself and heed the warning from the Center for Disease Control. Stop vaping. Choose not to vape, choose not to use e-cigarettes, choose not to go back to cigarettes, period. Your body will be grateful you stopped. The illnesses and diseases that are being exposed currently are enough evidence to quit both the e-cigarettes and vaping products.